This episode of the Pu'u Muay Thai podcast is brought to you by pmtlifestyle.com, Authentic Muay Thai Lifestyle by Pu'u. Definitely go check out the website at pmtlifestyle.com for some awesome lifestyle merchandise. That's for those of you out there either involved in Muay Thai, looking at getting involved in Muay Thai, and embrace a healthier lifestyle to live the life of a Nak Muay. Go check it out.
Sawadee Kop, this is Crew Jonathan over at the Pu'u Muay Thai podcast. Today is episode 93. Just want to make a correction from episode 92. I said Rumble in the Jungle 2 down at Tulum Muay Thai. So I just want to let you know it's actually Rumble in the Jungle 3. Again, shout out to Coach Ryan for getting Pu'u Muay Thai involved in matchmaking and some other things that are going down there in Tulum. If you're not familiar, Brooke and Eddie Farrell from Tulum Muay Thai have been hosting authentic Muay Thai bouts down there in Tulum. That's Cancun for you uneducated folks if you're not familiar with Mexico. Super excited for the opportunity, and it's good to see. Sorry, it's very loud here in Santa Barbara for Fiesta, so if you're hearing some noises, that's what it is. It's day 3 of Fiesta out here. Just want to clarify on that. They're actually going to be doing some kachuk fights, the rope fights, where they're using, instead of hand wrap, like gauze and gloves, they're just going to be using hemp rope. So I think there's 2 kachuk fights, 2 or 3 fights that are on there that are going to be scheduled rope fights. Super excited for those. I want to go over today, we had a couple of questions that were in the Muay Thai community Discord that I wanted to answer. So the first one here is, do you guys think it'd be a good idea to take caffeine tablets before a fight? My coach has recommended me before to take an energy drink before my fights, but I wonder if anyone has tried before and wanted to see if there is any higher output. Alright, so if this is not something, just to kind of go into the answer on this, if you haven't been doing this during training, I wouldn't recommend going out and trying something new that you haven't been doing. It's a good way to sabotage your whole fight camp and all your training. So definitely would be a experiment during training. Don't experiment on fight night. Okay, some people are going to benefit from it. I've seen Muay Thai fighters in Thailand that drink like Red Bull or M150, Emroy Hasip, before their fights. But you have to keep in mind, they're also weighing in the same day, and they are highly skilled in doing this, and they do this every single day, so they know their bodies better than anybody else. So take with that what you will. I personally enjoy caffeine as a pre-workout myself. I've been doing it for years. Iced Americanos are always great. I don't particularly like energy drinks, but I will use them from time to time. Next one is, hey guys, hope you all are doing okay. For amateur fights, how many times per week do you think we should be running, and how long? That is a great question. This one comes from Nidunreb over on the Muay Thai community Discord. I would say, the thing is, it depends on where you're at in your training cycle and what your goal is for competition. And every camp, every coach is going to be different. For us here at Pu'u Muay Thai, we're shooting for overall road work. You're aiming for around 25 miles a week. That includes your long, slow distance running. That includes your sprint work, your fartlek, that's like run play work. All right, so that's not like, hey, go run 25 miles in one go. But it's generally for building your legs, your base cardio level, and those running programs are going to vary a little bit more. If you want some more details about that, I highly suggest you go check out my book, How to Prepare for Your First, actually it's called Preparing for Your First Muay Thai Fight, okay? So that's available on Amazon, on Kindle, also paperback. It's shipped worldwide through Amazon. Go check it out. The link is in the show notes at PMT Lifestyle. I have a whole list of running training programs about how to slowly build into a running program for professional fighting. All right, so it's very important for you to go check that out. Highly, highly, highly recommend it. And it gives you some good input onto what kind of shoes you should be getting and how to find them as well. Next comes from Caramel over on the Muay Thai community Discord. Hi, I know this ain't related to training tips. It's more related to mental tips, but I've had my nose broken like a month ago. And I took some time off, but since then, now when I'm sparring, I'm afraid of getting punched in the face again. It literally feels like I went back to my start of my journey. It's pissed me off big time. Any tips on how to get over this? First of all, that's completely normal. You are battling with thousands of years of evolution of protecting your face and your eyes as a human. So first, just take it in stride like you're asking questions and advice. There's a lot of different ways to do this. You can literally get you can get somebody to just grab a glove, like not with their hand in it, just a glove. So that way, if the glove hits you in the face, there's no fist behind it. There's no power, right? And just have them just slowly moving it at your forehead, and you can just practice taking on the top of the head and not blinking, and really focus on looking at their chest, right? Because if you're looking at the hand, when they faint, you're gonna blink, right? You're gonna not get hit. So it's very important for you to learn how to overcome that instinct again and get comfortable with getting tight in your defense and being confident in your boxing defense. That's something that's very important, and that'll make it so you're more confident to keep your eyes open and to block. All right. You'll see the old school Thai method was they'd splash water up towards their face while keeping their eyes open. So like if you have like a pot of water and you stick your hands and you just splash the water up towards your face and try to look down and keep your eyes open. That was the old school Thai method. It works, obviously. So whatever your preferred method is to try to get rid of that reaction, I think that's going to help you out big time, Caramel. The next question comes from Roadrunner on the Muay Thai community Discord. Hi guys, I trained really hard last week, plus or minus about 4 hours, 5 days, and I think I have shin splints on the inside of my lower leg. Ugh. It gets really tender and sore. Any tips to heal? So if you're developing shin splints, you might be ramping up your training a little bit too much. And you want to make sure you're recovering appropriately. This goes into running. It's like, hey, are you running along with your training sessions? So the most common thing I see happen is when people are running and training, they start developing those shin splints, or they're not doing the stretching and mobility work. So once you get past this, make sure you're doing some mobility work. Look up knees over toes guy. Look up like different ways, ankle mobility. Just simple YouTube search can help you out big time. And make sure you're doing those, because those are going to help prevent these injuries. All right. So then on recovery, what I highly recommend is compression and ice. So ice down, then do some compression. You can even just take a hand wrap and wrap around your leg for like 5 minutes. Obviously, you don't want to cut the circulation, but do make it snug. And once you have it tight around there, then do like some ankle circles and get those muscles working down there. So that way it really gets the blood flow working, and it'll get fresh blood to the area and allow your lymphatic system to drain out. One of the other things I really like to do on top of that is there's a stretch I'm really a big fan of. It's the yoga pose called legs up the wall. If you literally go to Google and you type in legs up the wall yoga pose, you can find whole like instructed breakdowns of how to do this pose in a bunch of different ways. All right. I highly recommend it. I actually recommend it in the book I wrote. It's something that we want our competition team to go through, and it's very, very important. All right. So if you like today's episode, guys, don't forget you can submit questions. You can email them to me directly, Jonathan@Muay Thai Ventura. You can also come into the Muay Thai community Discord, go ask in the Muay Thai training tips channel. I go through, that's where I got these questions. So you can always message me, always reach out at Pu'u Muay Thai on Instagram as well. And as always, thank you so much for everybody that supports us out there, the Pu'u Muay Thai community, on the Muay Thai community Discord, on TikTok, Instagram, and all the above. All right. I hope everybody's having a great weekend, and we'll talk to you soon. Sawadee Kap.